Yes. Hello. Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Across the Pond Hangout. Amazing Plastic is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, genres, skill levels, and interests who'd like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and perhaps even to celebrate one another's scale modeling achievements. You know, I got to say, the community is perhaps the fastest growing in the Google Plus universe. We have now 1,615. 1,615 members, guys. Don't get so thrilled.
Not so shabby. Well, you're talking. We didn't want to.
We grew 11 members since 2 weeks ago, so that almost makes one.
Where are they? Where are they today? I want to know.
Exactly, Louis. Exactly.
Lurkers. So I have heard from. How does it go? From the guys on the ships that aren't in charge.
Peons.
Peons.
Yeah.
Joining us today are members and peons of Amazing Plastic to talk about modeling. And
I don't want to be peed on.
I'm going to start with you, Lou, because you're being very vocal.
We got peers and peons.
So how you doing today?
Oh, better than it's the weekend. It's a long weekend for me because I'm a government worker, so I get Monday off.
Yep. I think the majority, if you're not in like food service, you get to have off. You know.
I don't know.
Food service, gas stations, movie theaters.
The banks are. I mean, the banks are closed.
Banks are closed. Yeah. The houses of ill repute are still open. I'm sure. What do you call it? Ashley? Is it Ashley? Ashley Houston? Is that what that is? Not Ashley Houston. Ashley Madison Houston. What am I talking about? Never mind. That has nothing to do with modeling.
No. Well, you do hire models. I don't know.
So, how's your building going, mister?
I am working on this thing, and it is tearing me up. This is what I'm working on right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Why is it tearing you up?
Because it's built like a Chinese puzzle box. You have to build it. You have to build it from the inside out, and everything fits together exactly only one way.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to figure out the precise order that things have to get done, and then work it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like life.
Yeah.
And if you want to put lights in it, it's doubly as hard. And if you want to make the door work, it's even more.
Uh-huh.
So,
well,
yeah.
at least you're trying to do that. How do you build a model from the inside and out?
Well, you start with the piece that's in the very center of the kit, and you paint that, and then you work around it, and then you put the hull around it at the end.
Oh, that's what I do, particularly with like cars and jets that I'm doing right now.
You build your cockpit first, and then fit it inside.
Yeah.
Yes. And for the final paint, or if you're going to do final paint, I use cotton swabs and just stuff that area and tape it off.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna. I mean, and the problem with this pod, it's a white appliance, like a refrigerator clean look, and you really can't hide anything in weathering. And you've got that seam that you really want to work out and not be able to see, but all the time you've got that delicate interior inside.
Yeah, I get that too. I get a lot of seams that I don't want to see, and then these little impressions, like these panel lines and these little rivet things on the jet. I seem to fill those in.
If it were a typical starship, you could put a panel line there and weather it or something.
Oh, sure.
Louis, why don't you do the 2010 version?
I'm sorry, I got a echo on you, Liam.
Oh, sorry. Why don't you do the 2010 version and cover it in sulfur?
Our model in the junkyard from Star Wars Episode 1.
That might end up. It might be the Phantom Menace version before I'm done.
So how you doing, Liam?
I'm fine, Jack. Thank you for asking. Let's hope everybody else in the same form. I'm busy working at this, well, again, slowly I don't know if I posted up some pictures last night of the Mad Max build.
We are going to screen share. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. And that's the bug. That's the VW bug.
That's the Beetle as was, yeah. So I mean, I'm trying to get the wheels fitted at the minute. I've a question to ask. The picture that this is sort of based on loosely is that one. Okay.
Oh, neat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can't match the wheels or a couple of other things, but I'm trying to do something. My question is, if you notice on that, you have these barrels here. On sort of as part of the vehicle. So it's a choice. I either cut the car and put the barrels into the body, or I can cut the barrels and affix them to the outside and make them look as if they appear to be in the body. What would be your choice?
Cut the kit. Cut the car.
You think so, Luke? Right. I'm just concerned about the strength of the shell then.
Honestly, Liam, I would take a soldering iron and I would melt a hole where you want to put that barrel and soften it up and shove the barrel in it.
Yeah.
Then you're going to get the natural curve of the behind of the barrel, and it's not going to look like it's stuck.
Yeah. That's probably is the best approach.
I would file down the barrel and attach it.
Right. It's interesting. Yeah. It's, there's a total of 6 of these barrels. If I put them all in, but some of them,
I would do it like it would be done in real life, and they wouldn't. In real life, they wouldn't cut the side of the barrel and stick it on there. They would have made holes and shoved the barrels in.
But the strange thing is, when you look at the picture, I don't know if you can see this one. The barrel's been cut.
I didn't see that second one. I was looking at the front one. I'm sorry.
And so it's the second one's cut for some reason. Well, it's part of the flamethrower system sucking in air or something. But I'll work on it. It's just interesting to see what people thought about it.
Do you have a spare one?
I have 6, and I need 6.
Okay. I would say I would try it with one to cut one barrel off and see if you like it.
It's not to be speaking my language, multiple kits to get it right.
Well, it was Craig Kerr sent me 6 of these from a tank kit.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find them anywhere, and the strange thing is these are 1/35th, but they work perfectly with the 1/24th car. It's weird.
Yeah. Barrels can be any size.
You could also make a dummy. You could also make a dummy copy up out of foam or something like that, just to practice with.
That's an idea. That makes sense. Yeah, I might take that approach first. I don't want. I mean, I've spent so much time on it. I don't want to ruin it now. So it's just.
So if you make a dummy copy, then you can. If you wreck it, you're not losing anything, and it'll give you something to experiment with.
But I do want to get it completed because this is September, and the original plan, I think, Jack, was these were sort of July models that we're supposed to be doing, but it's gone on. As always with me, it takes far longer than that plan.
Did you say 2015?
8:15? No, it wasn't 8:15. No.
In July, okay. July of what year? You didn't say this year.
Got to hand it to Liam because he's the only one doing the Mad Max build at this point. I will get to it. I promise. And,
I know Wayne did a pretty good job of that truck, but I don't know if he's done any more with it. And there seems to be a few other groups that are doing similar builds, but yeah.
I do want to screen share what your build here, because it is actually turning out to be pretty darn good. Okay, go there.
The engine has more pieces to be added on, and obviously the wheels have to be added on, and again the barrels, obviously, but there'll be quite a bit more to do. Just all dry brushing and hairspray technique.
Okay, and this bar here, was that part of your VW kit?
Nope, that is actually made from a piece of aluminum tubing.
No kidding. I love the way it carries the classic Beetle hood contour.
Yeah. Well, again, I was trying to.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that on your drawing there.
Yeah. My original plan was to use sprue and heat the sprue. And try and form the shape after about 6 goes, I gave up on it. It was just impossible. So I had quite a bit of the aluminium stuff left over from the time I did the X-wing build for replacing the lasers. So this is similar. This is a brass piece, but it's slightly thinner than the aluminium one. And if you're just careful, just bend it a little bit at a time, you can achieve the curves. It's only if you try and bend it, through 90 degrees or something, that it'll just split into 2 pieces. But it's just something different, using different materials.
Yeah. What you can use too to fold that is what's called folding springs.
That's what I was going to suggest.
And then you can.
But would you get one that thin, James?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Right.
So then you can bend it without it kinking.
Yeah, I've seen that for large, like a half-inch pipe or a 1-inch pipe.
The other thing you can use is a bending tool that's used for model railroad for bending track.
Right.
Oh, okay. That would work. Wow.
It looks like a tube bending tool, but it's small. It's miniaturized for bending the brass track for model railroad.
It's like
I do like the idea.
Sorry, Jack.
I was just going to say, I do like Lou. I do like the idea, the fact that it's going along with the contour of the beetle. Because looking at it right now, honestly, don't look like a beetle. It's fine. I mean, that's not a criticism. I'm just saying that it's interesting that you're doing that to create that. And if you do a second one, like maybe a few millimeters above it, sort of like a almost like a those SUVs have those bumpers that are actually bars, 2 sets of bars.
That's the picture has 2 sets of bars. So it really depends on getting the barrels in. If I get the barrels in first, then I'll decide what else I'll do to it.
Oh, sure. But I think that's a really cool idea. Keep it looking like the beetle. Yeah.
And as per Lou's idea as well, it has to have this fitted, which isn't on it yet. There'll be a
the screen. Yeah.
The piece on the front to protect the driver, but again, slowly, catchy monkey.
Very nice. How you doing, James?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. Been a busy couple of days. I've been spending the last couple of days at the Fan Expo, so.
Oh, nice.
That's so. But on the bench, I haven't got too much done the last couple of days. I'm working on my 1/1700 space dock, and I got to cut out all these white squares. So I got that much cut so far. And I got all the rest.
I talked to James earlier this week, and he showed me that. I was like flabbergasted as to the intricate cutting that he needs to do. And you also mentioned that's a pretty heavy card stock to keep it rigid, even if it's cut out that intensely.
Oh yeah, no problems that way. Like there's not a lot of stress on this, especially it's just fold around. There's not a lot of stress, so it's going to stand up quite well. Plus, it's going to be mounted into a shadow box, so it's going to be protected that way too. So.
James, could I ask, how often do you change your X-Acto blade?
As soon as the tips start to get dull, which in this case, this far I went through 3 blades.
Wow.
Okay. That's going to be a lot of blades by the time you're done.
Well, that's why I buy them for 100 at a time.
It will be cheaper that way, sure.
Yeah.
And that's part of what build?
This is part of my build of the space dock, so 1/1700 space dock. So I've got this and a 1/1700 scale refit to build to go inside it.
Little
Very
small.
cool. Yeah. Very cool. It's going to be pretty small, but it's going to be really cool to see. I saved the best for last. Hi, Bob.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I know you just woke up just for the show, and I really appreciate it. So, what you working on?
I just finished my Corsair yesterday, Tuesday. This guy right here. My British Corsair.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's the 72 scale.
72nd scale Airfix kit.
72nd. Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
One giant bird. I'm gonna getting ready to jump back on my Mark I Viper. I'm gonna get it done. But then the next project after that is the Final Countdown diorama.
Ooh.
Final Countdown. Cool.
Which
That's a takeoff of the Manhattan Project, isn't it?
it was a sci-fi movie from 1980 where they got transported through time by
A storm? A freak storm?
December 6th,
Yeah.
1941.
I thought that was. Never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. If I am at all thinking.
The Philadelphia Experiment is one.
Kirk Douglas was
Oh,
the judge
yes,
of
the
the ship.
Philadelphia. Yes, that's
Philadelphia's close to Manhattan.
Manhattan Project. That was the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
other end of the war.
I noticed the aircraft are different scales, Bob. You're going to do a sort of a
Force perspective.
Right.
Yeah. I've got the
right. Yeah, nice.
100 scale Nimitz, and then I've got the 144 scale F-14s and the 72nd.
Zeros. Very
Mhm.
nice.
Mhm.
Is it for any kind of group build or just a personal project?
For giggles.
Right.
I've had for a couple of years. I've had the idea of doing it, and I just finally got all the pieces in place this week,
Nice idea.
and I'm gonna. So you have the C down there with the Nimitz way back in the back, and the two F-14s climbing up to meet the zeros.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bad movie. It's a bit, it's all the time, but it's quite entertaining.
And it had a ton of stars in it. You had Kirk Douglas and Martin Sheen and
Mm-hmm.
James Ferrantino and was it Charles Deering and what was it the chick's name? Can't remember anymore.
I can't remember I can never remember the actress name either.
Catherine Ross. Catherine Ross.
Right.
I'm cheating. I'm looking on the back of the Blu-ray.
Yep.
It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this last week I put a informal poll onto the community, and it asked a simple question that we are, I would say, relatively passionate about our modeling. We wouldn't do it if we weren't. And if there's any reason what holds you off for any holds you off from building models for any extended period of time. And I don't know why I'm surprised, but 56% of the folks out of 50 votes said family. Any family? I don't know why it surprises me. Maybe because I don't have much family around me. But do you find that true, that maybe family situations keep you from doing modeling?
Oh, definitely.
Big time.
Well, that's the only thing that's really that can really demand your time, because everything else is kind of voluntary. Your family isn't voluntary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But when I wrote it, the last thing I said, just don't have the energy to be persistent, and that's my excuse.
The reverse of that, the family takes up the time, but the modeling de-stresses you after the family.
Yeah. It can.
I mean, I really find the modeling makes an enormous difference in my life generally. That there is stressful situations, this is fantastic. This just makes you completely forget about it.
Right. And one guy responded with what I thought was interesting is, how did he exactly responded? My health slows me down, but my credit card keeps me heavier. And I think that could be a possibility, slowing down, not being able to buy stuff. Do you guys find things kind of expensive? Because I know that one place, that Aztec dummy place, is horribly expensive.
I tell you, the guy is gouging people. That bastard,
is that gouging or gauging?
Well, I'll tell you, I plunked down a chunk of change this week for the new Pegasus Mars Hopper kit, and that's like $180. And that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
I would think so. I got this, and I thought I got a good buy. And then a week later it sells for half that I bought it for.
Yeah.
Where?
That's a great kit, though.
Can't get it in the UK at all.
Shed a tear on that. And also, I got my Raptor. I think I'm going to build this next.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I'll put the Warthog on the back burner, but I want to get this done here. Like I said, I didn't do anything for the past couple of weeks because I'm just completely tired when I get home from work because I'm doing overtime right now. I think the week coming up is going to be the last week for a little bit of time, maybe a month.
Is this your busy season, Jack? I mean, does your job have a season?
Oh yeah, it has two. It would be the summer and it would be the spring. The winter is not so bad because if anybody knows, I work with student loans and yeah, there's certainly a busy season. I didn't realize, but it's dependent on when you graduate. If you graduate in the spring or in the winter, as to when your busy season is. So fall is certainly a busy season because people are starting to come into repayment of their loans. So I can't pay. Anyway.
And you're completely sympathetic when they ring up. I know, Jack.
What's that?
And you're completely sympathetic when they ring up.
I am. No, I am. But, you know, I don't need to know about your diseases and about your family problems and stuff like that. You know, one guy claimed that he had a drug problem. Okay.
You
don't
do
need to tell me.
right?
What's that?
You call him back. You do know that's illegal, right?
No, I should tell him this call is being recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Yeah. My weed costs too much. I can't pay my bills.
Right, it is a busy season, and I think we're going to be getting out of it soon. And maybe I'll be. And also, it's been awfully hot, don't you think, James? You're just north of me by a few miles.
It's been in like the 90s or 30+ C here for the last week. And it looks like it's going to continue at least for the rest of this week.
Yeah, here I thought it was a good idea to move up here, but boy, was it warm up here the other day.
Yeah.
Now I got the opposite problem.
we're suffering the balmy 52s.
The balmy 52s. And, you know, I will say, though, when it gets darker and darker, I think I'll build more and more because this will be like the only light that I'm going to see in the wintertime, you know?
I find that my models look a lot better in the dark.
Yeah, I can say that about my builds. That's why they're in a basement right now. I don't bring any of them up. But yeah, I mean, that's money, time constraints. Some people said, there's one other person, that mainly work gets in the way. Like Ken Skiffington, genius builder, he's away for 6 months at a time because of his work.
Yeah.
He'll be back in November. From November to April, I think he'll be around. And Carwin, our man Carwin, he said, "I will never stop until I'm dead." That's Carwin.
Very true. Very true.
And I think David Stahl said just life gets in the way. And that would mean family, that would mean jobs, that would mean just basically circumstances. In his case, it'll be earthquakes and wildfires and whatnot. That would be, I don't know what I think my models will look better after a wildfire, actually. So, yeah, these are the things that us modelers have to deal with. Don't you think we have to deal with more than that, like the critiques?
Yeah, well,
I think
it varies with your situation and the type of job that you have and your family situation as to how much it affects you.
Right. But you know, when Ken is not working, I mean, I've always said that he farts and he's built the model. You know.
Yeah.
And he's just an amazing modeler. He's so incredibly fast, and is so good too. We were discussing him the other day, and he was building the Blade Runner. Is it
the Blade Runner scene? Yeah, with the buildings and that. Yeah.
Right, and you said that he's not done yet, but he will be done when he gets back.
He'll be restarting it when he gets home. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll be exciting to see. Any other news, guys, before I start screen sharing?
Star Wars Day.
Oh, yeah. Everybody go out and get your Star Wars toys yesterday?
Oh, my God, yes. I seen what I thought was really funny is that, and they had a big news story about that. that the Star Wars toys came out.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single kid in line.
No,
I did not see a person under 18.
Except for the big kids. The big kids.
Yeah.
And then there's like these pleas about model companies doing it right. That appeared on our community too. There was this plea to Revel to do it right.
Right.
Yeah. It was the same. It was the same sort of thing at the show. Was at the con, and that it's all adults that are buying all the Star Wars and the Star Trek collectibles. The kids are not interested in them too much.
They found one kid though that was interested. He was about, I think he was 8, 9 years old, and I think he was the one who did the commercial for the car company. You guys remember he dressed up as Darth Vader and he thought he had the Force behind him?
Oh, yeah.
It startled him. He's a big fan of Star Wars, as it turns out. And he's the only 8-year-old I know, or is he? I don't know if he's 8 anymore, but I know he's the only.
You may find out that probably his father is also a big fan, so he's been brought up in it. So.
Well, that's most likely true.
Yeah.
Nerds seem to breed nerds, isn't that true?
Yeah, there's the Bandai kids.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, look at that. I guess that may get you on there.
I like Bandai, but I just wish they'd make bigger kits, physically bigger kits.
That's a 144.
I know.
There's no details on whether they're going to do a 172nd. They probably will, but again, what market are they aiming at? Are they aiming at modelers, or is it again kids?
Well, and they're also
but
they're also going for the Asian market, and Asian people have less space to put things, so they make smaller models.
Yeah.
Well, that would be true.
I know the price. I mean, the price on that's
China is just over
5,400 yen.
Yeah. Yeah.
The price is fantastic on it. The price is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5,400 yen, which is about £30.
But yet they can't offer that in the United States because of their licensing.
Right.
Yeah. I know it's
we have to.
But at least you can buy it from Hobby Link Japan and not pay our crazy charge.
You get it, but if it's not on the shelf, the casual buyer is not going to see it.
No,
true.
And you can't build a market strictly on what's available for mail order. People have to be able to see it on the shelf and look at it and want to buy it.
Mm.
It's the same as the Revel having the license now in the US. There's no word yet on whether Revel Europe will have any of the kits available.
Right.
It's very unsure at the minute. They have a Facebook page and a website, and people are asking the question all the time. They don't seem to be able to answer the question. The same thing with the fine molds kit. If Revel do release it, the 1/72 scale one, I'd be interested to see what price it is. There's been all sorts of prices banded about.
$99.99. There was an interview. If you go on Revel's Facebook page for US,
right?
Interview with the GM of Revel.
So $300 is you're back to the same price. Well, it's actually more expensive than it was from fine molds.
Yeah.
And Revel Germany isn't doing anything.
Just the stuff they've had out before, the stuff they've got licenses for. So the X-wing, that X-wing I have, and that type of thing. The thing that you showed a minute ago, Jack, the
Falcon?
No, the one Jack had in the box on the shelf there, the NPC.
Oh, the Hyderium.
The Revel. They're supposed to be re-releasing the Easy kit of that. Now that I will buy because I can't get that kit anywhere in Europe, Jack. It's just not available.
Well.
It doesn't even appear on eBay. Strange enough. But
let's go to eBay, UK eBay, and they'll be gone for $350.
You'd be surprised what people will pay.
But I don't understand, guys. I mean, you guys can go on to the US eBay and just buy it. Well, maybe some sellers don't want to ship internationally.
Most of them will give you an option, and you can pay the tax and so on, the customs duty and so on, everything at the one time on the eBay purchase. But you're talking, for a kit like that, it could be $100.
Wow, really?
Mm.
So that's why guys don't do that. So maybe if I say that, hey Liam, I'll send it to you, claim $10 on it, and then we'll work it out from there.
Customs won't do that. You see, the customs aren't stupid. If I received something yesterday in the post, which was it's actually a pattern for a Star Trek uniform, but because it's in a flat envelope, there wasn't a problem. Anything that's in a box, they will open it, they will check what it is, and
I can put
they
this in
know
an
they can estimate
of course,
costs and so on.
the integrity of parts wouldn't be right. But I can
Fill
put
it out piece by piece.
I heard it flat and put it in an envelope.
yeah, they're
Well,
fixing
and
the
that's
street
exactly
right now. If they're fixing my street, I'll just stick it under the steamroller and mail it to you in an envelope. You know.
Instead of a 20-piece kit, it's a 20,000-piece kit.
I don't.
Oh, so
how
you're
does
saying
that kit compare with the?
you're saying to me that trick doesn't necessarily work because
No.
how can they put a value on something really?
They'll do an estimated value, which sometimes can be a lot worse.
What's the maximum?
God bless
If you
them.
looked at £15, which is what's that, $22 or something.
Oh, something
But
like
if you lived in China and you sent me that kit, I wouldn't pay a penny.
no kidding.
Anything with the US written on it, it gets charged every single time.
Okay, that's interesting
Seems
because
to
I
be
think
some weird.
in one of his videos when he visited Hong Kong, and he just went ape poop over the fact that he was in Hong Kong. He bought all kinds of cool stuff. You know, yeah. So and he sent it back, and he said that no, he doesn't get charged for sending something to himself.
It makes no sense at all, but
no. I think that has probably a lot to do with the fact that Hong Kong is still a Commonwealth of the UK, is it not?
Oh no, that's all gone. That's long since gone.
Okay, well, still, I think
it's more of a Commonwealth of China now rather than.
Yeah.
It's a strange entity in that it has its own parliament and so on, but it's a very odd relationship that it has with the rest of China.
But maybe the laws governing that just haven't changed. Maybe the politics have changed, but not the governing laws. Because if you said something being sent to you from Germany, would it be the same thing?
Europe, there's no problem.
Oh, that's because
there's no taxes.
It's because probably in the
European Union, there's no taxes.
Yeah.
Which is why if I wanted to buy something, I would always check what price it is on Amazon Germany, and Amazon Spain, and Amazon Italy, because quite often it will be cheaper to get the item from them rather than Amazon UK.
Well, I'm trying to scheme how I can get something to you.
I will talk about it later. We'll not worry about that in the meantime. Have you ever thought about the idea of? I mean, not everyone, but some people have video channels as well on their YouTube channels. Have you ever thought about doing something about that and showing up some of the YouTube channels that people have? You know, sort of instructional videos and construction and so on.
Could you repeat that? I don't understand.
Right. Bob has a YouTube channel where he show a build.
Okay.
If you ever got one of the episodes you wanted to talk about people's latest videos rather than perhaps just the postings on Google+. I know a lot of what I know now about modeling has been from YouTube, like watching Lou's videos, for example, about certain kits and so on.
Well, I could certainly promote their channels if they have one, because the problem with doing it during a Hangout is Google Plus.
I know.
Google Plus does not want you to do that on a live broadcast. I don't know. I mean, I know you can't say I'm going to put a DVD in my computer and I'm going to go in a Hangout and we're all going to watch it. We can't. I know we can't do that.
What I mean is, purely from the point of view that there may be somebody that you look at regularly and you recommend their channel. I don't mean play the videos.
But what's interesting is I don't recommend any of the model videos. I would recommend all the other crap that's on there.
I found the greatest cat video this week.
Oh no.
No!
Just last night I was watching this guy from Australia who does this channel called Friggin' Boom, and the sense of humor is so twisted and so stupid. I love it. But it has nothing to do with modeling. I mean, he does do, though, however, a channel on toys, which I find interesting. I don't watch it because I'm not into toys, but I'm sure some modelers in the community are into some of these toys, you know. that he reviews. I think I've seen only one review of toys, and I think it was Pokemon he was doing. He was talking about how Pokemons give birth, and I just totally lost him. So I really don't care for his other channel, just like his friggin' Boom. And then there's one guy who's called the Wheezy Waiter, and he just complains all the time, and I think it's hilarious. He's good. I think he's from Indiana, for all places. And I thought he was from California because he comes off as a Californian, but I think he lives in Indiana, which, I don't know. Those are the kinds of things I would recommend, because those are the things I would watch while I'm modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do watch other people's videos when it comes to modeling. I kind of fast forward through a lot of it, but I do watch them. I don't know if I would recommend anybody because I don't know. I would just talk about their builds.
Right, just an idea, because I know, say I've come across some interesting, be it.
Oh, you can recommend. Who do you recommend?
Yeah. Right, you've caught me there to think of one, but Lou Del Masso. That's his video here.
Lou actually is funny in his videos, and he's not meaning to, and I don't think people would get it. Other than me,
I don't know how to take that, Jack.
Watching your videos is actually like eating candy. It's fun to watch. I mean,
thank you. I did try to keep. I've tried to keep last one short because someone told me I was long-winded.
Well, you are long-winded, but that's aside from the fact. No, I mean, watching you make these references, which are really, some of them are amusing, and some of them are like spot on, you know? You make references to stuff, and I can't give you an example. It's just, I remember, I just watch your videos, and your references just are amazingly good, whether it's amusing or right on spot, you know? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just do it to entertain myself. I know that I repeat myself an awful lot, and I have to stop doing that, but sometimes I've forgotten what I've already said until I put all the videos together, and you know, at the end of the weekend, and then I realize I've said the same thing 5 times.
Well, you know something, though, repeating yourself, I did a video called Working with Fiber Optic, and on it I repeat myself an awful lot, but it's one of my most popular videos on my channel. More popular than these Hangouts.
Oh, no, can't be. Well, it's certainly going to be brighter.
I really do want to redo that video because I find a lot of flaws in it, and I do want to redo it. But like I said, I mean, I'm trying to build up the energy to do the modeling itself because of my work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe then now put on a video. Good gosh, the pressure of it all.
I've tried a couple of times to do something like a little instructional video, but I just go off at a tangent, or I talk about the wrong thing, and then I just sort of think, couldn't be bothered with that. You know,
that works for some people, just to start on something and tell it. What do they call it? An anecdote, totally off topic. I can't remember. This is on TV. It's It's just really vague to me. The guy's really amusing, and he screws things up. He like works in the kitchen, works with appliances. And I'm surprised he has his fingers. You know. He does these anecdotes in a kitchen that have nothing to do with anything. They're just a lot of fun. And it's some Southern guy. Not Colonel Sanders. Not him.
Not that Cajun
is it? Colonel Sanders type.
It's not that Cajun
Cajun guy, yes.
Yeah.
He's a Cajun guy. You're right.
Wait, Wayne's been very busy while we were all chatting here. He's working away there on something.
Oh, I totally forgot. When Wayne chimed in, he wanted an invite. I'm like, oh, good, another victim.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, let's victimize Wayne. How you doing, Wayne?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm finally through the school holidays. Yeah, I'm back to school. So I've got 6 weeks of model making to make up for now.
Yeah, I thought you looked a little smarter.
Yeah.
What are you working? There you go. What are you working on?
I've got myself a little work booth.
Oh.
I am currently working on my Battle of Britain build.
Messerschmitt. Those things are actually pretty big.
It's nice. I'm talking about that. It's a 1/48 scale. It's about that big.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your paint issues sorted? You were having issues with airbrushing or something?
Yeah, I just suck at it.
No, everyone does until you get a hang of it. It's not. It's just a series of small steps on a long road.
A lot of practice. Basically, I'm playing catch up now. So, but I've got my new. Got that to build. Got the Cobra to finish off. I'm also going to be trying them.
Oh, dear.
The
MIG paint set.
Yeah. I've got one for. I don't know. Everything's a mess. I've got mother boxes, carry bags everywhere, so I've got to tidy up this place. The most important is I've got some of that Humbrol clear, so I can do the panel lining better.
Oh,
cool.
Right.
That's cool. That's good. Is that? Are you going to airbrush?
Pardon?
Are you going to airbrush that on, or put it on with brush?
It's satin varnish. I don't know.
Just be careful if you're putting it on with a brush. If you put it on too thick a coat, you can get issues. You better put on several thin coats than one thick coat. Sort of.
I've watched the Airfix video, and they say if you brush it on with after you put the decals on, you just brush it on. It gives it the decal brushed on look instead of a placed on look.
Right.
I heard that of Microsol too, but yeah, I think the varnish is going to even it out for sure. Yeah.
I also got that dude.
Looks nice, that kit. Yeah.
It looks like he's ready for World War III there.
Actually, it's a fancy. It's called Front 46. Basically, it's a what-if scenario. If the war went on to 46, or the Germans got this advanced weaponry out. I've got like a tank destroyed base for him coming from Germany. So that was about 32 euros altogether with postage and packaging.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
I think you would like it at the Air and Space Museum. I really do. You would see all that. They got quite a few World War II stuff there.
Talk about museums. I am 19th or 20th is the next Amazing Plastic Hangout, is it?
Yeah.
I think.
But for the second time in a row, I'll be doing a second broadcast from Duxford.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, let us know on the community when you're going to do it. Maybe a day or two before, and so we can tune in.
Well, I was hoping to join in the plastic camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were going to do live. Yeah, okay, that'll be fun.
Wi-Fi's working properly.
We'll get to see how steady your hand is. If I puke, your hand is not very steady.
That says a lot about
Good a victim.
I was saying, wait, try and get the app for the phone called Periscope. You may find it easier to do the job.
Yeah. I'll just say, guys have been to before. First stop is then the toilet, then.
Yep. So.
Okay. One of my favorite modelers. I haven't talked about him in a long time, but I will talk about him now.
Joe. Biggest Joe.
And I think once you guys see this, you'll know who it is. Of course, there is his name. Of course, you'll know who it is.
Oh,
Bradley.
Oh, that's his printed kit that he built.
This is something real or fake real.
You know, the only thing that bugs me on that.
What?
Let's see. The only thing that bugs me on that is that top fin.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
They need to be going the other direction.
The other direction to be effective as a razor, yeah.
See, like the bottom is.
Yeah. It needs to be flying back in the direction of movement.
But then, are we assuming that the tentacles is the direction it goes?
Well, these certainly look like bridge windows up front. I mean,
yeah.
Well, a spin doesn't move in that direction. It moves the other way. It moves.
But
okay.
Thrusters are
Then
below
the
those
bottom is
red
wrong.
eyes.
But don't forget that a squid, which what it looks like, a squid will actually.
The bottom and the top should be going the same orientation.
Right.
Either way. Yeah, I agree with you. I think though it's.
But you're right, Jack. You're very well right. It could be going. The pointy end is the front, and the tentacles are at the back.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's meant to be a squid-like object, then a squid swims with the pointy end going from left to right there.
Right.
So left to right, yes. And why do bridges have to be in the front of the ship?
They don't have to be. Actually, traditionally, they're actually in the rear.
That's my old prejudice showing. I'm just thinking that those were grasping things at the front.
It seemed like the gold things at the back underneath the bridge protrusions, they could be thrusters.
The thrusters,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm completely willing to be on the wrong there. It struck me as Nemo-esque, and I saw the alligator eyes and assumed that was the front.
Yeah.
It is Nemo-esque, definitely.
I know, but see, you're playing into that aesthetic. I'm already making those assumptions.
Right. I think though, it's really cool no matter what. It's just
It's
so incredibly unusual, that we don't see. To me, this almost outside of Nemo-esque. It's almost steampunk.
It's steampunk. It's definitely steampunk.
It was steampunk before there was a catchy name for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something organic. It was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the top and bottom fins are still counter to me.
Wow, so maybe this is better. At least doesn't have the top on yet.
Yeah. But see,
that's the hull plating. It's like a segmented hull plating.
Yeah. I love the rivets. Good work.
Yeah, that is good work. That's good work, and how he got those lit up. And he's got cameras pick up hot spots. I'm not sure as to why your eyes can't, but I think the hot spot's pretty cool. It seems still to fit in with the steampunk theme. That's not 100% perfect, you know.
Do you have an idea how big it is?
Well, considering right here.
Okay, those are inches. Go back one.
Batteries, 9-volt batteries back there, and
go back to the one where it's on the grid, because there's a grid right there where it's sitting on the green mat. Okay, that's
1, 2, 3.
Probably over a foot.
Yeah, bigger than I thought.
11, 12, 13, 14. Well, 17 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice size.
It is a nice size. Very cool, Brad. Very cool. Let's see, because when I get my screen share, my background goes away. So let's just do this. There we go. Anyhow, you said he printed this, 3D printed it.
Yeah.
So we, just like you, James, when you want to do a paper model, you go on the internet, you find something, you print it, and build it.
Yes.
Well, is this happening, or will this happen with 3D model kits? Like
it is, because there's a whole community of sharing of patterns, of designs. Yeah.
You know the website to it?
I don't know off talking, but I've seen the sites. I'm not that into 3D printing yet. I gotta qualify that. But
well, you're going to be coming back tomorrow for the Sunday Hangout. Could you bring 1 or 2 of those sites and share them?
Homework. You got homework.
Yeah,
homework. I mean, I can look it up. I mean, it's not like I can't, but
I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can find.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, talk about finding your paper stuff and printing it too tomorrow. Why not?
Yeah.
You're representing an entire segment of scale modeling, which is underrepresented here. You got the whole weight of the world on you on this.
Oh yeah, well, especially with paper modeling, there's several major sites that I can show you that are open to everyone. So those are quite common and good to share.
Mm-hmm. There is another type of modeling. Well, it is styrene, but it's a genre that it doesn't get much attention to. I think armor gets attention around here, but this particular is totally unrepresented.
Oh, that motorcycle.
Motorcycles. Yeah, I mean, Mark, thank you. I mean, this is great.
Oh, he did an excellent job on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is just like even the sheen on the cam, the transmission box. I don't know what they call crank box. I don't know.
On the transmission, yeah. Transfer
Right.
case.
It has that hazy aluminum feel to it.
Oh yeah, he de-chromed it and repainted it with alclad.
Oh, this is all clad.
Yeah, he got rid of the chrome.
Wow. That looks real, does it not?
It does.
I mean, minus the back, even with the background he has around here, it still looks real. It looks like it's sitting on his workbench.
Yeah.
It's just got a really workbench.
Yeah. Maybe this is real. I did have a motorcycle that had this engine configuration. The pistons are working perpendicular to the mode of travel, the direction of travel, and I don't know. There's a word for it, but it's actually a really cool engine to service yourself. And I'm glad he's building this because they don't make motorcycle engines like this anymore. They make them so you have to go to a garage to get fixed.
Yeah.
Just like a car.
And they bury them in the bike so much now too.
Yeah, Honda was making the 4-cylinder engine back in the 70s.
Good taste in music too.
But that looks really cool. Thanks, Mark, for sharing that with us, and kind of like making me want to build one of them. Oh, incidentally, okay, here's a picture. I didn't think there was more to it. Let's go back. This is actually with the front end on it.
Yep.
Yeah, he has a very large workbench.
I'm wondering if there's any market for just an area rug that's 10 by 12 that has a grid on it like that. And you lay it in your garage or something, and then you just park your car on top of it, and everyone thinks it's a model.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
That's really cool. I was asked by Danny Monahan if he wants to hang out after the hangout, and I think it's getting time to wrap this up. I'm going to share one more. Yeah, Danny, if you're watching, sure, we'll hang out, because I got to get cracking on this. The Kraken, yes, that's what I'm calling this build, Kraken. It's been monstrous for me to get done because of the weather up here. Anyhow, let's see. There was one more that I found that was really fascinating. You know what? We haven't talked about... Oh, shoot. I thought I had my notes here. Never put notes in your mind because they have a habit of getting lost.
They leak out. Yeah.
They become my ears. Oh, heck. Where is it? As Heath would say, discuss the Civil War. Neither it was a civil nor a war. Discuss, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, Danny. Danny responded and said, yeah, nice to know. We're going to have a hangout afterwards. That's what we do around here. We just hang out and do nothing. Okay, come on.
Liam always works. Liam is always working. I've never seen him not be fiddling with something.
What, can you see that far down?
Well, my browser just froze, and it doesn't want to move. I got the best... Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is, Frank and his figures. Captain America. Captain America. Check this out, guys. This is going to be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not wild about the mullet, but I saw it.
Yeah. Really cool stuff. I like The Rock. Oh, that's a pretty quick close-up, huh? Wow.
Very nice.
You said something last time, Lou, about doing close-ups. What was that? What was that you were saying?
I say my close-ups look like crap. Some others are still great.
There is something here that I don't know if it's missing or if it's he wants this effect to look like the cartoon, which has no shading. He could shade this and make it more realistic. Or this cartoon form, is this... I mean, these are interesting choices, you know, that we make as modelers. Do we make it look realistic or the cartoon that it is? I think the proportions of this would be cartoon. A person could not exactly look like this.
It's a question of style. I mean, there are things, I can see things on there that I wouldn't have done, and I'm sure you can see things there that you'd have done differently.
No, I like the fact that it's a cartoon rendition of this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because like these physical proportions are not possible. They're like barbells, you know, they're not possible. And to make it look realistic would take away from the fact that it's a cartoon.
Right, but would you necessarily want to go in and draw black lines around everything?
Well, you know, one of our other figure modelers, Keith, he does do that. He does do the shading and makes it look realistic.
Well, it looks like there are black lines between the white and red stripes on the waist or on the abdomen.
Right.
But he didn't do it on the rest of the borders between like the red and blue on the sleeves and all that sort of thing.
True.
That's kind of a hybrid match of that.
Well, thanks, Frank, for sharing that. And I'm still. He also did the Joker. So let's go over to Joker. See y'all? Hello?
Interesting view.
He's maintaining the cartoon look on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although he does have variation in the hair. Huh.
As Louis has said before, but figure painting is a toughie.
Yeah, it is.
It's science.
Yeah, you know, I got to talk to Keith about that because I've talked to him a lot, but certainly I did not talk about his techniques or anything like that. Anyhow, fellas, it's been an hour. We murdered another hour. How do you like that?
Another hour shot to hell.
We won't
Yeah,
get back.
so what's that? Hello?
No?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh.
If this is your first time joining us at the Across the Pond Hangout or even the Sunday Hangout that we're going to have tomorrow, you want to view our other Hangouts on Google+, go to my channel at Scratch and Jack and go ahead and like this video or comment or ask questions. Certainly I'll try to get back to you. Be sure to join us in 2 weeks when we have another edition of the Across the Pond Hangout. Don't miss our other Hangout tomorrow, as I said, the Sunday Hangout. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour earlier than usual. And you will thank me in the winter time when it's dark. So this is Scratch and Jack, your host, saying model on, and see you next time. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.